Northbound, now it's about a 10-minute out of your drive from Onion Creek Parkway over to William Cannon. Also kind of slow over on 290 westbound going from Old Kimbrough to 130, but we are traffic free over on 183 southbound, making that change from Mopac over to I-35. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Juice box. I'm a mom.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check. Oh, hot sauce. Take it.
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins, a balloon, wheat one sack. I've got cupcakes in the car.
Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line, $100 per month on Experience Beyond. Finance agreement $829.99 and qualifying board. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay off via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
It's almost time for kickoff.
Breaks a tackle 30. Turns down the sidelines. Say goodnight to this one. Touchdown, Texas.
Listen to every play, every touchdown, every win on 1300 The Zone.
Intercepted. Kicked off. Intercepted. This ball game is over.
Today's countdown is
26 days.
Presented by Bud Light.
What's the best place to reach new customers for your business? Wherever they are. And that's exactly where you can be with iHeartMedia. We talk to our listeners everywhere, from the car to the gym to the kitchen. Your next customer is listening. And not only can we get your message to your audience, we can also show you how it's working in real time. That goes for broad brand messaging and targeted hyperlocal influencer campaigns alike. Start growing your business today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free.
I went hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins.
Join the millions of people who are celebrating going hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins. Footwear you just step into and they're on.
It's crazy how something as simple as a pair of shoes have made my life better.
After trying Skechers Slip-ins, I want all my shoes to have this technology.
See what everybody can't stop talking about. Go hands-free with Skechers Slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please. So always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please. So always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by iHeartRadio, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app. It's the Morning Kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
So good right now.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas,
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300. The Zone. Texas football plays Ohio State in 26 days. Micah Parsons finally puts his foot down. Texas players spoke with the media. What player has made the most noise at camp? Top games of the opening weekend. And Luka Doncic gets a new deal, and the Astros get their star back. And I am back I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And of course, we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. And we also want to make sure that you get over and download the always free iHeartRadio app. It's going to be important for you because you're going to have to use that talkback feature to get yourself a chance to win a pair of tickets. I'll tell you who the tickets are because I think you're going to love it because it's a crazy, crazy time. But we also give you a chance to leave a voicemail, be a part of the show. And as I said before, I'm happy to be back, dog. And guess what, Mark?
You know what we are?
What are we? I'm going to tell you what we are.
What's that?
We are reunited. And it feels
Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited because we understood.
Yeah.
Okay. It gets sus after that.
It's very sus after that.
Like, go ahead and cut that off.
We should have did some other music.
now that I'm thinking about it, like, I'm glad. Hopefully that everybody don't really know all the words because, as the kids say today,
yeah,
hey,
yeah, that's a little sus. Man, but I am so glad to be back in the building. It is, I mean, you enjoy your time off, Mark. You get your time off, but when you get back to it and you know that
till you get home and you see how much money you spent. You're like, God,
I'm no more days off until next year.
Yeah, I can't do this again for another year.
No doubt. But I'm glad to be back, especially because of all the things that have happened in the 2-week period. I mean, you start to think about it. I left. I don't even remember when I left.
It was a month ago.
It seemed like it. And then all of the football has started. Camp has started for the Texas Longhorns. Obviously, we'll get into the conversation about the Texas Longhorns in the next segment. But right now, I want to get into a soap opera. Yes, it used to be one of my favorite soap operas growing up.
The Young and the Restless?
No, Dallas.
Oh,
J.R.
That's
Ewing.
soap opera.
Who shot J.R.? That was the storyline.
It's going to be a different character getting shot if Michael Parsons leave town. I got listen. Okay, I'm gasless now.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna get a full charge.
Got you.
And I'm gonna go to Dallas.
Okay. Oh,
I'm not gonna threaten nobody. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do nothing.
Don't do that.
All I'm gonna say is this: do not let me get the Waco. Because that's when the wackos start. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, you got every reason to be wacko because Michael Parsons finally came out, wrote a long dissertation, I guess you would say, about why he has done everything he could possibly do.
It was like a crazy girlfriend message.
The breakup?
Yeah.
It was the breakup. He was letting everybody know he's done with Dallas. He's officially asked for a trade. And for whatever reason, Jerry Jones just consistently drives this narrative of the Dallas Cowboys needing to be in the spotlight. But one of the things that always seems to happen in this particular time is you got to start picking sides, Mark. Like at this point, Jerry has put people in he put fans in a bad spot. They were screaming at him, pay Micah at camp the other day. Jerry seems to not care, but when you start to get former players that are starting to get fired up, like a Michael Irvin, and Michael Irvin is one of those guys that he is very passionate. He's a Jerry guy. He is one of Jerry's main guys. But Michael Irvin said he too is fed up with what Jerry Jones is doing.
Michael Parsons has asked the Dallas Cowboys for a trade. Those of you that have visited me here in the locker room and spent time with me here in the locker room have heard my thoughts on how they should handle this. My mind starts right away just saying, Jerry, what the hell is this? My mind goes, I told you guys this was going to happen. Because Michael Parsons came in with the right mindset. I want to be a Cowboy. I want to be here forever. And Jerry should have taken a hold of that and kept it going and got something done.
That's the facts.
Michael Irvin needs to stop doing his reviews after he's had about 5 Crown and Cokes.
Why?
Because he
was calm there. That was good.
Well, he was kind of emotional too.
Well, I mean,
and, alcohol is a depressant, so he was kind of down in his feelings a little bit. Michael, stop it.
Let me ask you this, because you are.
I told you, yes, I said it.
That's what I was just about to say.
Pull that drop up where it's like, I told you.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
You did say it. I was going to say, you have been on this trade Micah Parsons train for a while, but you too will be getting cussed out by the fans because of the fact.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will.
I don't make a plan. I don't make an action without a plan first. And during that time, there was a lot of problems in Cleveland. You had a Texas boy who told Cleveland, listen, man, I'm tired of being here. Y'all don't want to do me right. I'm not going to get a chance to win. And you don't want to pay me to be here? You don't remember that?
Which guy are you talking about?
The defensive end,
Miles
Garrett.
But he paid him.
They paid him. Finally, it was just like Michael Parsons' situation. Identical to the one that he's in right now. So, Jerry, I solved it for you. Pay Michael the same exact money that they paid him in Cleveland. And just make the trade because he don't want to be there and Michael don't want to be in Dallas. And he gets to come back home and play in front of his home people. And then you solve everything. They're almost the same player except Micah is a better pass rusher, I think. But
Miles Garrett
is a better defensive lineman. He can play tackle too.
Yeah.
Like Chris Jones. So he can do both. But Micah is more dynamic.
Well, I'm telling you this right now. This is not going to happen. This is going to play out like it
I know
always
it's not going to
has.
happen, but I'm just saying it's a good option.
No, I'm not. You may be 100% correct. You've been on this for a while, so I'm going to let you have that. But my point is this. There is no way on earth that this continues every single year. Jerry has to stop
yes,
this.
It is. You're in denial.
I am.
I hate to interrupt you, but you're in denial.
I am in denial.
Why are we always crying?
Because
we're Cowboy fans. That's why.
But my point is,
Jerry Jones is inevitable. He is Thanos. He's going to do what he wants to do. The hell with what the fans want.
Jerry needs to understand that you thinking that I can be part of the conversation every single year has not helped your team, not one bit. The definition of insanity is doing things over and over again.
Over and over and over.
And expecting something different. So why are you still playing? Why were you playing around with Dak Prescott? Why were you playing around
with CeeDee
Lamb? Why are you playing around with Micah Parsons? People that are homegrown. That's the thing that drives me nuts too. These are homegrown players that you don't have to go out and be a free agent. In the biggest situation, and I'll say it and I will continue to say it to the very end, Jerry and the Cowboys have done stupid things because of the fact that they are so driven by the conversation.
None of the S word.
Stupid. Yes, this is dumb that we are sitting here again doing the exact same. We are dealing with insanity. And I'm mad about it, Mark. I'm mad,
and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Yes, you are.
Welcome back, baby. We are here. Coming up next, we're going to have a conversation about the Texas Longhorns. And the biggest question coming in to this season was the offensive line. Well, we're going to talk about the offensive line. And in the Hard Knocks Life today, I'm going to give some love to QB1. That's right, folks. You best stick around all day long for a Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
For the fourth time in 5 years, the Texas Longhorns have won the Directors' Cup.
Texas wins the national championship. The Longhorns are on top of the college softball world.
From the courts to the field, Texas has dominated the nation.
Touchdown, Texas! Texas is going to the Final Four. The Texas women are headed for the Final Four.
1300 The Zone, the home of the Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
Stop and go traffic out there this morning on I-35 northbound, about a 10-minute add to your commute going from Onion Creek Parkway over to William Cannon. A reminder for ongoing construction work, the exit ramp is closed down on Mopac southbound exiting off to Far West Boulevard, as well as the entrance ramp closed off on Mopac southbound at Stack. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Perfect for instant contact with an aging parent. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get an extra 60% off, free UPS shipping, and add code radio for an extra 5% off.
Hey, it's JB and Sandy for our friends at Koala Cooling. You know, by all Texas standards, this summer has been pretty mild, but that doesn't mean it couldn't change in a heartbeat and be hot for a long time. So you want to make sure that your AC unit is ready to go. Call Koala Cooling and get your AC qualified. Call 512-759-8800 or go to koalacooling.com. Got a plumbing issue? They can take care of that too. JB, you recently had them out to your house.
I did. I just had Chris, one of their technicians from Koala Plumbing, come out. I had a external faucet that was stuck, and I was afraid I was going to break it. You know, I have an old house. And before he got here, I got this nice text telling me about Chris, the technician that's showing up, a little bit about him, a little bit of his, that he's a dog lover and an avid gamer. So when he showed up, I'm like, hey, Chris, how are you? Did a great job.
Go to koalacooling.com or call 512-759-8800.
You want to see basketball played the way it's supposed to be? Tune in to Ice Cube's Big 3 this summer. Watch stars like Dwight Howard, Kemba Walker, Joe Johnson, Michael Beasley, and many more, along with Hall of Fame coaches. Experience the fast pace and physical play and fun action that defines the game. You know what it is. It's the Big 3. Catch the best professional 3-on-3 players in the world live every weekend on CBS and Vice.
Is credit card debt ruining your life? Did you know you have a right to settle that debt for much less than you owe? DebtBlue has helped people just like you resolve millions of dollars of high-interest credit card debt. They can help with payment relief, the burden of rising inflation, and have a large portion of your debt wiped clean. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, a free 10-minute phone call could save you thousands. Discover how to reduce or completely resolve your credit card debt. In fact, we're so sure that we can reduce your debt that we offer the DebtBlue Success Guarantee. We don't get paid unless your debt gets reduced or resolved, so there's absolutely no risk to call. For your free debt resolution plan, call 800-200-0788. That's 800-200-0788. The call is free. The consultation is free. The more you owe, the more you can save. Call now, 800-200-0788. 800-200-0788.
The last thing anyone wants is to leave behind confusion, stress, or worse, family conflict. That's why estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. It's for families like mine, and probably like yours. With Trust and Will, I created my estate plan in minutes, from naming guardians for my kids to putting our house in a trust to avoid probate. Fast, affordable, and way easier than I thought. Every plan is designed by estate planning attorneys and customized for your state. Plans start at just $199 and include essentials like healthcare directives and power of attorney. With Trust and Will's bank-level security and built-in privacy protections, your personal information and your wishes stay safe. Whether you're newly married, raising kids, caring for aging parents, or just want peace of mind, Trust and Will makes it easy to protect what matters most. Go to trustandwill.com, use code RADIO at checkout, and save 20% on your personalized plan. Because there's no better time to protect the people you love. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with a new way to enjoy our beautiful planet. Energy consumption is a primary contributor to a changing climate, producing around 27% of greenhouse gases in the United States. Save money and energy at home by turning off your computer completely before you go to bed. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
It's Bud Light's countdown to kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
We are Johnny Lamb Jones days away from the football season kicking off. I cannot wait for that matchup between Ohio State and Texas. Or as Texas hits the road to go to Columbus. I know a lot of folks are excited about that. Coming up in the next segment, I want you to stick around because in my Hardge Knocks life, I'm going to talk a little bit about QB1 and my thoughts, because I've had some time to reflect a little bit, fellas and ladies out there. But I want to get into this because the biggest question coming into the season was not about the Texas defense, was not about the quarterback position or the wide receiver group. It was all about the offensive line. We got a chance to talk to Phil Steele. We also got a chance to talk to numerous people about this Texas football team, the expectations, and where they see the team going. And one of the biggest things that everybody was talking about was that offensive line. DJ Campbell is a guy that has been nominated for a couple of awards already, preseason awards. But the man of the hour, has been Trevor Goosby. Trevor Goosby has been getting a lot of love and been a part of the conversation. We got a chance to see what he was capable of doing by stepping in to the role of the offensive left tackle and the right tackle. He's been able to play both of those positions. And Kyle Flood talked about the importance of a Trevor Goosby and what he means to that offensive line.
Well, I think Trevor's had a really good summer building his body. Trevor was not – offensive linemen come to you in all different shapes and forms. And some guys get here and they're maybe a little too big and you lean them up a little bit. Other guys like Trevor were really lean. We've kind of built him up, and now he's really like he's moving as well in his body as he's ever been. So I think that because I think your strength catches up to you in terms of your height and your length and your weight. I think all that stuff is kind of come together in a really good way. So I'm excited to see kind of how he starts his training.
I'm excited to see it too because the expectation is this team's ceiling is a national championship, right? That's where everybody is looking at this football team and believing that they can go. You start to understand who they are and what they are in these particular moments. And Trevor Goosby tried to explain to us what this team's identity is going to be when it comes to the offensive line.
I think we're a really gritty O-line. I think we're just really gritty and ground and pound. We just have that kind of, move somebody off the ball, kind of, establishment about ourselves and identity about ourselves. So that's kind of what we pride ourselves on for sure. So,
and then another guy that has gone up against Trevor Goosby throughout this time has been Ethan Burke. Ethan Burke is somebody that we expect a lot from this year as well, the Westlake product. But you also have to understand iron sharpens iron, and Ethan Burke and Goosby going against each other every single day is making each other better.
Trevor, just the length and the stature He's a huge human being. I would say his physicality too. Both him and Baker are very physical. Baker does a good job. I think his fundamentals are great. Russian, he gets this hand on this rib, on my rib, and it pisses me off sometimes, but he's really good at it, I'll say. So both of them, very physical players, but that's just how we've kind of been, how they raise you through the program. You just become more physical as you are here longer. And they both developed that trait. And Baker, just smart player and really hard worker, always here after, getting extra work. He's always in the weight room after. He's the only guy in there, I'll say that, after practice. He's the only guy usually, putting in extra work, and he's getting extra recovery. So for him, that's really how bring his game to another level.
So, Mark, the offensive line has been the question mark, but you got DJ Campbell. Obviously, you got Trevor Goolsby. You have all those Brandon Baker, who they've been talking about a lot. You look at this offensive line and the depth that they have with it. They continue to get deeper and deeper, and that is why Texas has been at the forefront of a lot of teams. I mean, a lot of prognostications as being one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah, and Hardge, like we've been saying this for probably a month now. Yes.
Maybe longer.
The guys are not proven. They're not new. They've been in the system, some of them for 2 years.
Right.
I mean, just like Hardge. And we got to see them in cleanup time. Remember when they played in Alabama? And they got a little cleanup time, a little mop-up duty. And Nito and what's my guy?
Cole Hudson.
Yep. They were dog rolling some of those Alabama defensive linemen. Yep. Dog rolling them. But they never had the opportunity to start. And now they've Coach Flood talked about the aggressiveness, the over-aggressiveness in some cases of this offensive line.
Playing through the whistle.
And you have got to play through the whistle. These guys, Kojo is a violent kid. They talked about how you have to edit him with his own teammates. And I love it.
Yep.
Because that means that come Saturday, I don't have to hear nothing from my coaches about being aggressive with you. I'm putting these hands on you.
Right.
I love that with these guys. They just are not proven. That's all it is. They need reps.
Yeah, and the one thing, too, that I always look at when you start to talk about the offensive line, and you made a great point about those guys not being new. They've been in the system. They watch the guys before them that have gone to the NFL and had those opportunities. DJ Campbell's on the Outland Award watch list. The last 2 Outland Award winners, Tavondre Sweat and Kelvin Banks Jr. So that offensive line continues to be almost like road graders in certain instances. And the thing about it for me, the protection of Arch is going to be vital with the success of this team. But it's not going to be one of those things where Arch doesn't have the ability to use his legs. Like Quinn was dealing with so many injuries, he didn't want to run last year.
Right.
Arch wants to run, and you've talked about it. Get down, make sure you get down, slide, learn how to slide. Be athletic, but get out of the way, live to the next play. And those are some of the things that are going to be those intangibles to help this offensive line as it starts to grow together.
But an offensive line like this, when you have a quarterback that runs, your coaches tell you, hey, the play is never over until he's on the ground.
Right.
Or he's out of bounds. So as long as he's up, what are you doing? Actively blocking, running upfield to try to clip somebody else. And that's what these guys are programmed to do.
Right.
So I'm not worried about the offensive line. I think that the only thing that's going to fix this offensive line is 6 games.
You think it'll be that long?
Yeah, it's going to take really 6 games for them to be a gelled out unit. And we've seen them play together. They know what it looks like against good teams, and they'll play some bad teams too.
Well, I think the biggest thing, and the question is 26 days from now, you're going up against a team that beat you.
Ohio State.
That is going to be the biggest
Oklahoma
test.
are the two big teams that they're going to play against, but they have like 2 or 3 other teams in that span that's going to allow them to really get some experience in jail and try stuff.
Well, I believe that this is going to be that time where we start to look at this, and we get a chance to talk to Coach Sark this week, so I'll get a chance to ask him this, but they are in a position now that it's all go time now. You know, he always talks about all gas, no brakes. This is a true meaning of all gas, no brakes because of the fact of where they are, how they've gotten to this point. And now, as a team, the unit that they have is now starting to flourish. And it's going to be led by Trevor Gooseby, somebody that's been through it. DJ Campbell. If DJ Campbell can keep his emotions in check, this is going to be.
I want him to be angry. I want him to play mad.
But he can't be jumping off. Yeah, he can't be jumping.
The jumping off sides, I can do without.
He can't be doing no false starts. He can't do that.
Unnecessary roughness. Go ahead, man.
Get you one.
Do you?
Get you one. Just don't do it when you're trying to clean up over the top.
Don't do it on third down.
Yeah. Well, especially after when he making
on first down, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Hey, making a dead ball penalty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we can keep the possession of the ball.
Yeah.
So, as we said, coming up next, I'm going to have a conversation about QB1. And am I changing my thoughts? Yeah, maybe just a little bit. I had some time to reflect. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
The JB and Sandy Show podcast. Stream it on the iHeartRadio app.
About a 10-minute out of your drive through some congestion on I-35 northbound going from Onion Creek Parkway over to William Cannon. Looking at the drive this morning on 130 southbound, no issues from Highway 45 over to Highway 290. We're also traffic-free over on Mopac northbound going from Davis Lane to Cesar Chavez. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com and you'll get 60% off. Free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Craig Way here. Not only am I the voice of a local college football team, I'm also the voice for Dr. Greg Eckert, Advanced Dentistry. I've been a patient of his for over 10 years. You can experience a new level of dental care in Austin with Dr. Eckert, where they provide general, cosmetic, and advanced restorative dentistry. And unlike a lot of dentists, they're open on Fridays. Call today to set up an appointment at 512-345-3166 or make an appointment online at dreckert.com. Eckert is spelled U-E-C-K-E-R-T. Again, U-E-C-K-E-R-T, dreckert.com.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Juice box. I'm a mom.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check. Oh, hot sauce. Take it.
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins, a balloon, sweet one sack. I've got cupcakes in the car.
Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line, $100 per month on experience beyond. Finance agreement $829.99 and qualifying ported. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Payout via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is coming back to Las Vegas, September 19th and 20th. Streaming live only on Hulu. Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. Get your tickets today. AXS.com.
Ready to elevate your everyday? Quince has the Luxe Staples
styles insiders swear by, minus the markup. From 100% European linen styles and 14-karat gold jewelry to gorgeous leather bags and elevated home finds, Quince has it all. And by partnering directly with top artisans and ethical factories, Quince delivers premium quality at half the cost of similar brands. Discover everyday luxury without the markup at Quince. Go to quince.com/style upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/style upgrade.
You're not at your house. You're at a lavish seaside estate. You're not walking the dog. You're hunting for clues in an Agatha Christie mystery. See it differently with BritBox. Stream an endlessly entertaining collection of British TV, including new original series, Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
Bit awkward, really. I think I might just have solved a murder.
And Outrageous, a scandalous true story.
Seems there's a political extremist in every family these days.
See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox.
Cowboys edge rusher Michael Parsons wants out of Dallas, telling fans on social media today that he has asked for a trade with contract talks stalled. Elsewhere, Carlos Carrera could be in the Astros lineup tonight in Boston. Carrera will take over at third base after being reacquired from the Twins yesterday. And Major League Baseball is bringing the All-Star Game to Chicago. Wrigley Field will host the Midsummer Classic in 2027. I'm Darryl Drainer.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz. Looking for an exceptional driving experience? Find it behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz SUV. Experience the power, precision, and intelligence of an iconic Mercedes-Benz SUV at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer today.
Here's what's trending now on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Okay, you've got to hear this. Elvis Duran caught up with Karol G about her new album, teaming up with her childhood hero Shakira, and the wild story of her jumping into the Hudson River thinking it was the ocean. Then Jay Shetty sits down with Common for a powerful conversation about healing and purpose and how he turned pain into poetry. It's real, it's raw, and it's seriously inspiring.
Explore the latest. Open the free iHeartRadio app and see what's trending now.
Coach Sark here. 1300 The Zone is your flagship home for the Texas Longhorns.
You heard Coach Stark talk about it. This is the home of Texas football. You can listen to the great voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, every day, 2 to 5 p.m. right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 Zone. And make sure you program the iHeart Radio app. It is free. There's no reason not to have it. And make sure that we're number one on your preset. You got something?
Hardge always introduces me for the world's strongest take. We're gonna do something a little different today. We're pivoting. Since you was on me about being quarterback, I'm playing quarterback right now. Ladies and gentlemen, standing at 6'1", 255 pounds. He hails
that is too much.
From Killeen. He don't want to know his weight. I started to tell y'all his real weight. He hails from Killeen, the town with the get down. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you the man that's going to give you the hard knock life. Michael Hardball Hardge.
Hey, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey,
it's been a minute.
I got a question. Now that we did that intro, what was your walkout music?
Oh, yeah.
That was it. Mystical.
Oh, okay.
The man right here. That's it. That was one of them. I had a lot of at-bats in my career, dog. Had a lot of songs. All right, I want to get into this because I think that I have been the one who has been trying to temper expectations when it comes to one Arch Manning. QB1, Arch Manning, the guy that has all the hype, preseason Heisman Trophy candidate, SEC Player of the Year, number one overall draft pick. There's just so much.
Most likely to succeed.
Yeah, his card was filled out a long time ago. But the reality of it was I was skeptical. Not that he wasn't going to play well. That's not what I was talking about. It was just when you put a lot of pressure on a young man who has not been in those big moments. He's had some moments. He had some fun times. He's had some spectacular plays, but he's also had some tough plays. He's also been hit really, really hard. He's had to do some things differently in his time. But as you sit back and you start to understand who he is, because I got a chance to interview him at SEC Media Days, he seems to be humble enough, but also has enough swag about him that he understands that amongst those that is given a lot is expected.
Right.
So he gets that. He grew up in a house where there's Super Bowl champions. There's people that have had success at this position, so he's had people to lean on. But the one thing that I keep coming back to for myself is the kid can play football. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be some tough ups and downs, and that's the position of quarterback. We've got a chance to see Quinn Ewers ascend. We've also seen Quinn Ewers go through some trials and tribulations, most of that from injury. Not because he didn't play well. The guy continued to play well. We've seen this happen throughout the history of the Texas quarterback position. Vince Young is a national champion. Colt McCoy at one point was the all-time winningest player or quarterback in college football, briefly, because the next year Kellen Moore ended up beating it. But just like Ricky becoming the top running back on a record that took forever, and then the very next year Ron Dane goes out and beats it. So we've seen success happen in so many different ways. So for me, looking at Arch Manning, I believe he has the goods. I believe he does understand the pressure that is going to be put on him. But as I've said before, he doesn't have to be great because he has a great defense, the possibility of a great defense behind him. I look at the experience in the running back room. Trey Wisner, somebody that came out of nowhere for some to go out and do what he was able to do. And now a guy that is getting a lot of recognition. You've got CJ Baxter back again. You also have the short yard baby Rhino is back. So you have that. Then you look at your tight end position. You bring in Jack Indries, who is somebody that everybody is looking to have a huge year. But you also hear the name Jordan Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Another outlet for Arch Manning. You talk about the blocking skills of Emmett Mosley. Well, he also can catch.
Yeah.
He can make some plays. DeAndre Moore is excited about what he gets from Arch Manning. And, of course, Ryan Wingo stepping up and could be one of those sophomore sensation wide receivers because the deep ball is now in play more than ever. The accuracy of the deep ball is now in play. So my question is, what if Arch really is the hype? What if he matches the hype? What does this do for his star power? What does this do for the university's star power? And what does this do for Coach Sark? Is this the time now that Coach Sark really opens up his playbook?
I think so.
Is this the one that he says, oh, I got one. I got that guy that I've been waiting for. Quinn was it. Quinn just had to battle through so many injuries. And if he could hit maybe 2 consistent deep balls a game, maybe his thing kind of changes too. So for me, my faith, my thought process, my reservations have now kind of been, I'm going to push him to the table, man. I'm going to push him up. I'm going to see. I believe that this guy can live up to the hype. Now, we all got to wait into a game situation because when they play Ohio State, you're truly going to be tested. They return Caleb Downs, and he's a quarterback in the secondary for them. He's going to be the leader in this situation. But I believe that Arch, I think he's going to live up to the hype.
Well, I believe that you're right, Hardge, but I know the guy standing on the sideline is more important than what players that you march out there. I believe in Steve Sarkisian. I know that he sees that if Arch wants to pull the ball down and run with it, he can. That every team doesn't have a guy that can throw the ball like he does,
right?
And can run like he does. 4 wide receivers, running back in the backfield, Max Pro. If you see the back of their jersey, it's gonna be a touchdown.
Yep.
So like he can run 7-8 yards at a time and slide. That's a weapon that everybody.
He said, "Get down
have.
and slide. Don't forget to slide.
Slide.
Don't forget to slide.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Yeah. And when we come back, we're going to continue the conversations, but I got something for Mark. I know he's happy because somebody is on Men's Health and he got a new contract. Uh-oh. Coming up next, we talk Luka Doncic and his payday. And get ready, giving away some tickets. Don't go anywhere. The morning kickoff on a Longhorns Monday continues in a moment.
Do you ever feel like when you're talking, nobody is listening? Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone will listen to you. What is on your mind? Go! All you have to do is use the iHeartRadio app talkback feature when listening to AM 1300 The Zone.
Yo, hello, it's me. Enjoy the show.
We will get your message instantly, and we promise to listen to it.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
About a 10-minute out of your drive through some congestion on I-35 northbound going from Onion Creek Parkway over to William Cannon. Looking at the drive this morning on 130 southbound, no issues from Highway 45 over to Highway 290. We're also traffic-free over on Mopac northbound going from Davis Lane to Cesar Chavez. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
Hard, your place says baller, but you drive like you're stuck in reverse.
Yeah, at least mine doesn't say world's sweetest man like yours.
That's the world's strongest man, and I lifted that plate from myplace.com.
Well, I scored mine with up to $55 off by using the promo code DAZONE at checkout.
Wait, you got a discount?
Yeah, big fella. It's the only time I've ever pinned you. Go to myplates.com, choose your plate, use the code DAZONE for up to $55 off. myplates.com. Be seen. Be bold.
Texas weather can be wild. Protect your home with residential metal roofing from Mueller Inc. Strong, stylish, and designed to last. Our metal roofs handle wind, hail, and heat with minimal maintenance. With a range of colors and styles, you'll get lasting beauty and proven durability, all backed by paint warranties up to 45 years. Visit with one of our sales representatives today at any of our locations across Texas, including Marble Falls and Spicewood.
The Stuff You Should Know guys have made their own summer playlist of their must-listen podcasts on movies.
It's me, Josh, and I'd like to welcome you to the Stuff You Should Know summer movie playlist. What screams summer more than a nice, darkened, air-conditioned theater and a great movie playing right in front of you?
Episodes on James Bond, special effects, stuntmen and women, disaster films, even movies that changed filmmaking, and many more. Find the Stuff You Should Know summer movie playlist now on the free iHeartRadio app. Open the app, search Stuff, and start listening now.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Hey, y'all, this is Jason Aldean. You know I'm all about supporting what matters to us, our families, our freedoms, and our country. That's why I made the switch to Patriot Mobile, America's only Christian conservative wireless provider. With Patriot Mobile, you're getting top quality service on the same great networks, and every bill helps support our veterans and defend our freedoms. It's time to put your dollars where it counts. Join me in switching to Patriot Mobile today. Go to patriotmobile.com/Aldine or call 972-PATRIOT today.
The 1500 Table Gun Show we've all been waiting for is finally here. This weekend, exercise your Second Amendment rights. The largest gun show in Texas at the Legends Event Center in Bryan College Station. Presented by Texas Gun Shows. This Friday through Sunday only. 1,500 tables. Free parking. You don't want to miss it. Become a VIP Patriot member and get select discounts and early show entry to avoid the lines. It's the largest gun show in the state. For more info, visit gunshowstx.com. Texas Gun Shows. Making gun shows guns again.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
Hey friends, I'm Jessica Capshaw.
And this is Camilla Luddington.
And we have a new podcast, Call It What It Is. You may know us from Graceland Memorial, but did you know that we are actually besties in real life?
When one of us sends out the distress signal, the other one always answers the call. Big or small, we're there.
And what does that look like? 1,000 pep talks, 1,000,000 I've got yous, some very urgent I'm coming overs. Because, I don't know, let's face it, life can get even crazier than a season finale of Grey's Anatomy.
And now here we are, opening up the friendship circle.
Someone's cheating?
We've got you on that.
In-laws are in-lying?
Let's get into it.
Toxic friendship?
Air it out.
We're on your side to help you with your concerns, talk about ours, and every once in a while, bring on an awesome guest to get their take on the things that you bring us. Listen to Call It What It Is on the iHeartRadio app.
The Craig Way Show with the voice of the Longhorns, Craig Way. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Now is your time. That's right. Now is your time to get over to the always free iHeartRadio app. You know, the one where you have a #1 in your preset. But if you don't, all you got to do is search AM 1300 The Zone, tap the red microphone, and leave the keyword respect. Respect is the keyword to win a pair of tickets to go see Pantera September the 2nd at the Germania Insurance Amphitheater. All you have to do is tap that red microphone on the always free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Leave the keyword respect for a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Pantera September the 2nd at the Germania Insurance Amphitheater. And make sure this afternoon you're listening to the Craig Way Show. Craig Way and our guy Cam Parker. They'll give you a chance to win a pair of tickets as well to a different show, but Craig Way being the voice of the Texas Longhorns, and we are your home for the Texas Longhorns. All right, I want to get into this conversation right now, Mark, because as I was away, I saw that on the cover of Men's Health was one Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is now making the tour. He was on Good Morning America, the Today Show, talking about his health and what he was able to do to transform. This is a guy that went from crying to now celebrating as he got a 3-year, $165 million extension, and it gives him an opportunity to get paid even more so that could end up, after the end of 28, he could end up being a $417 million man. Now, I was with a Dallas Maverick fan who was actually kind of glad that Luka left Dallas because he was tired of his antics. He's a season ticket holder, so he sees it all. But he is happy that Luka has decided to take his health seriously and become the player that everybody knows that Luka could become. But as a Laker fan, the resident Laker fan, how excited are you about this contract and the opportunity and the possibilities of what could be next.
I'm super excited. And as you said, while you were on vacation, frolicking on the beach, jumping through foamy water, we were over here slaving over a hot microphone. Like, Hardge,
oh man,
the testing was the thing that I was most impressed with. His body fat is under 10%, which is optimum for an elite athlete. He tested his vertical, a 40-inch vertical. He ran a mile in under 7 minutes. Like, he's 6'8". Yeah. Like, you know, to see somebody that size, 250 pounds, run a sub-7 mile, it's pretty damn impressive.
But
he couldn't do that. 30 pounds. He was 280 pounds. We didn't even realize it. People don't realize that LeBron being 6'8" and 275, but he's muscular.
Look different. Yeah, his 275 is a lot different.
But now Luka at 250 is going to make him a more dynamic player. Like a 40-inch vertical, who thought that he had a 40-inch vertical?
Nobody.
With his athletic ability and his passion and his endurance now, and his ability to not play in spurts. He can play all the time. He already averaged 28 points and 7 and 7.
Yeah.
What is he going to average now? Being in better shape, being able to play more quality minutes. He could average 34, 35 points a game.
Well, I think the biggest thing for him, too, is the longevity of his career now.
That, too.
I mean, that is the biggest thing for me is, you know, as well as I do, after a while, the way that he was moving before, he was getting to where he wanted to, but there was nothing exciting about Luka, right? Like now I believe, because we're going to get to see the guy that was for Slovenia that was killing people at an early age. Like he was dominating
17.
and being that guy, Cooper Flag-esh, when Cooper was being able to play against pros and still being able to high fly and do the things that he wanted to do. And here's the other part about the money situation. If he signs a 3-year deal, who's to say that he won't go back to Dallas? You know, people always talk about the fact that LeBron went back to Cleveland. Why wouldn't he? And Cleveland did him dirty.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
they left, when he left to go to Miami, burning jerseys, cussing him out.
Oh, man, they did the whole thing.
Right. And it was his decision. Luka leaving was not his decision. It was the front office. And like my homeboy said yesterday, and I give him credit, he said, I'm glad Luka did what he did and has done the things that he's done, but I'm sad that it had to come to that for him to get to where he is now.
Sometimes you got to hit rock bottom in order to have somewhere to go.
And now he found it.
And he found that.
Yep.
But we leaving out the ultimate thing, Hardge. Luka left $63 million on the table. Hey, listen, y'all use this next season. You know who wouldn't re-sign a deal for $190-something million?
Yeah.
And that's the Joker. Next season, if Joker doesn't sign this season, we know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. And I'm
you
for it.
You already know what's going to happen.
Well, his agent was in the deep seas of France talking to LeBron James
Hush your mouth.
And Maverick Carter. So there is that possibility of a Luka and a Joker.
Not fair.
Hanging out in LA.
Wouldn't be fair.
But is LeBron going to be the 45-year-old dude at the club chilling?
But if I was LeBron, I'd take that veteran minimum.
Because he's already maxed out with the 52.
You're going to get $53 million this year. You don't have to worry about next year.
Yeah, that's true.
He's already worth $1 billion.
We shall see how this all plays out. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner. We'll continue the conversations about the Texas Longhorns. We also have some Hall of Fame news and, of course, World's Strongest Take. And I'll give you my winners and losers of the MLB trade deadline. Hour 1 of the Longhorns Monday edition of the Morning Kickoff continues in a moment.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya guselkumab may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we give our students credit where credit is due. Credit for deciding in the middle of rush hour traffic to go back and get their bachelor's and a promotion. Credit for managing 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a full-time job to pursue an MBA. And credit for serving in the military by day so they can study cybersecurity at night. For over 75 years, we've been helping students receive the credit they deserve. With more than 135 degrees and certificates, students at UMGC can use prior learning or relevant experience to earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's, and graduate students can transfer up to 12 credits toward their master's. At UMGC, you'll find everything from online to hybrid courses and lifetime career services to scholarship opportunities, making your education journey flexible, fast, and affordable. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
There's one thing that is certain in life, and that is that things change, right? Things change. It happens. It's part of life. And that can happen when it comes to your car. Maybe a few years ago, you got the car that was perfect for you then. Maybe it was a big car because the kids and you need to haul them around in all their activities. And now you don't need that big car. Well, what do? You trade it in for something a little bit smaller. Do it with Apple Leasing. They will take your trade in. They'll give you good money for it. And you'll be in a brand new under warranty car from Apple Leasing. That's why I love leasing from Apple Leasing. I've done it for 20 years. I know how much my car expense is going to be every month because the car is under warranty. And that payment is a lot less when you lease versus financing a new car. You really should call Apple Leasing. They're going to give you an honest opinion of what's best for you. Call them today at 512-346-9977. That's 512-346-9977, or go to appleleasing.com.
You've got apps for everything: music, photos, even ordering coffee. But only one app gives you the live radio experience. It's radio your way. Anytime, anywhere. Join the millions already listening. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Oh, yeah, we are back and getting stronger and stronger as we are 26 days away. DJ Moore, Trey Wisner, days away from kicking off the football season against Ohio State in Columbus. But let's recap hour number one of the morning kickoff. In hour number one, we got a chance to talk about Micah Parsons and the storyline that is going on with the Dallas Cowboys that never seems to stop. We also talked about the Texas Longhorns offensive line and how important and an integral part that they are going to play. We also had my take about Arch Manning and how I am pushing my chips to the front of the table because I did spend some time in Vegas. And we just talked a little bit about Luka Doncic finally getting paid and what the expectations are moving forward. In the next segment, we'll talk about the Hall of Fame and its storyline of what happened this past weekend. And there's some names on the 2026 candidates that I'm going to ask Mark Henry about. We'll also have the world's strongest take by Mark Henry. Mark, what's your take going to be about, man?
It's going to be on Unfiltered.
Ooh, watch out now.
I'm just saying,
hey,
you know, I don't
ready.
talk wrestling. I've never talked wrestling on here other than my experiences in it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do something that's a little different. I think that the people that listen to sports will understand.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
It will be unreal.
As usual.
And unfiltered.
Right now, I want to get into this conversation because the Texas football team is getting closer and closer. As I said, we are 26 days away from the kickoff of the college football season, Texas making that trip to Columbus, Ohio. But this team is full of confidence. And one of the things that you always have kind of learned about this football team is that they are just like their head coach. And DeAndre Moore let us know about the mentality that you have to play for Texas.
The good teams take on the personality of their head coach. So when Sark's all fired up, we have no choice but to be fired up. Last year he used to have this little juice meter. He'd come out to practice like, how much juice you got, man? Are you a 0 or are you a 6? You know what I'm saying? So, just him coming out there with that high energy is, really great for the team.
And let me ask you this, Mark, because you've seen it, you've been around it, you know what it looks like. Everything has a spot for you, right? So you start to understand who this team is and what the leadership is. We've talked about this numerous times about how Coach Sark has become the voice of the Texas Longhorn entirety, the whole organization from football, basketball, baseball. Everybody talks about Sark and how his mentality has kind of moved the entire organization of college baseball of the Texas Longhorns and their coaching staffs. When they go to those retreats, now Coach Sark can stand in the front because I remember after that 5-7 season, Coach Sark, they go on that coaches retreat and he's looking at all these champions and he's looking at all these great leaders of football, of their teams. And he was like, I need us to do our part. Well, now, as you know, once football gets going, everything kind of falls into place and the excitement happens. But every person that has ever been interviewed from the football team sounds just like Coach Sark when they get a chance to get on the microphone.
They all sound just like him.
Yep.
And we said, man, are they Manchurian candidates over there? Did they do some mind melting? But no, they did team building. They're all on the same page. You check your egos at the door like it's about winning. The teams that win usually get lucky,
right,
and have one or two guys that are such dominant forces in the locker room that they're able to galvanize the team.
Right.
They have a dozen of those guys.
Maybe more.
Yep. And they all are, coach, what we need to do. That's because Sark values temperament and the willingness to learn over outstanding talents. There have been guys that everybody in the Longhorn Nation is like, oh, we got to get him. He scored 80 touchdowns in high school. Yeah, but he's a bad influence.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that the issue is they wasn't one of us.
There you go.
Yep.
There's a one of us mentality.
Yep.
And they're recruiting one of us type guys. And so don't get aggravated, guys, when Texas don't jump on somebody. They just don't fit the mentality and the temperament of this team, and they will be more of a hazard than a help.
Yeah, and that is why I continue to say that the leadership part of it and the fact that it doesn't change, the fact that Sark in the voice has been the same, the fact that you got Kyle Flood and Pete Kwiatkowski and Banks are the same voices that have been together for quite some time. And now you start to bring in guys that understand their roles. Number one. Number two, you know that you got to compete. And I heard my guy Anwar Richardson talk about this the other day. He said, now when you come to Texas, it's not like that's yours. It's I got to compete every day to keep it.
Right.
It's not like it was like, oh yeah, I'm not worried about it. This is I'm playing this position.
Hey, Hardge,
Can't nobody come and get it.
You're a guy that came in here, 4-star guy. You worked real hard for a year or two, and you got a starting spot. And then this 5-star guy that runs faster than you, jumps higher than you, is taller than you, longer arms than you, comes in, and he's got his head down and he's just working his rear end off. What do you have to do?
Got to go even harder.
You have to go harder. That's the only option.
Yeah.
And when you get that, you end up with a team like you have now.
Yep.
And don't get mad when somebody is in your position or takes your position. You should be like, hey man, I'm coming from my spot.
Yes, exactly.
Like that mentality is what you have over there. And they didn't have that before. They were forced to have it in 05 because they had Vince Young and Corey Redding and Sean Hampton and Casey Hampton and Sean Rogers. Like they had all of these guys that had that grit mentality.
If you combine those are pretty too good.
Yeah,
they were pretty good.
If you have one of those, all you need is one.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm with you with the Rod Wrights, who's going into the Hall of Honor. But you start to understand that this is a team that understands what the mission is. But there was a question that was asked by our guy, Anwar Richardson, that was asking him, what was the difference, DeAndre Moore that is, what's the difference between Quinn and Arch that you see right now?
One had baby wheels and one had super wheels.
Which one's which then?
Oh, you know.
How are the balls coming out differently too?
Yeah.
How would you describe Arch's ball?
Arch's footballs come with a little bit more of a zip. Quinn's were a little bit more of a pillow, a little bit of a cushion. He'll kind of loft it in there. Arch is zipping that thing in there and getting it to you. So
think about this. And this is the difference that I see in that. Some guys are exactly what Sark wanted. He wanted guys that could put the ball in the spot, right? Like lead your guy, make your guy catch the ball moving because it's hard for him to start and go after he catches the ball. Make sure you put it in the right spot. You know where you're supposed to be. You know where the ball's supposed to be. And then you got a guy like Arch who, again, grew up in this family of guys that could throw the ball wherever they wanted to. And now the work that he's been putting in, he's a bigger, stronger guy. I mean, like the ball is going to jump out of his hand. And if you're not paying attention,
it's going to hit you in the face.
Yeah, you're going to have that concussion.
Do that again?
That concussion protocol. But the difference is, like funny. He said too, it's like there's a difference in the way that they lead too.
We just talked about this as it relates to pro football with Quinn going to Miami and being a right-hand quarterback in a system that they've had a left-hand quarterback for the last 3 years.
Yep.
And there are routes that are hard to run as a left-hand quarterback because they're geared. The guys that run those routes are usually on the left side going to the right. And with Tyreek Hill, he has to play on the right side majority of the time so he can come across to his vision. And now he can lead him and not throw against his body.
Right.
So Quinn has been killing it in camp because guys now can go back to their normal position and play the ways that they normally play their whole life. So, Arch is the same.
Yep.
Arch is a big, strong right-hand quarterback that leads guys come into his vision rather than the opposite. So it's a lot of changes, and I feel like it's better for the receivers than it is anybody else. The offensive line, it don't affect them. The running backs, it don't affect them. Even the tight ends, because they run the seam. And a lot of times they bump and they're outlets. But the wide receivers, this is going to be a big benefit for these wide receivers. And Parker Livingstone, they said, is doing as good as any wide receiver out there.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting season because everybody is fighting for that chance to be on the field.
Just want one chance to blow.
And then after that, y'all can
come back with Eminem. We got to come back.
Yeah, we're going to continue these conversations. But coming up next, we're going to talk NFL because there's some names on the list for next year's Hall of Fame that I want to get Mark's thoughts on.
Okay.
Coming up next, right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
One time when Bill Schoening and I were doing a Tuesday night game, and there was an umpire behind the plate, Tom Jenkins. And Tom was a rather corpulent fellow, and he lets a pitch go in there. And you hear this pop again. He goes, ball two. And then crystal clear that our field mic picked up was some fan yelling, Jenkins, you fat.
Only on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas. T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
Lenovo and the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Tech that hits different. Can your gear keep up with the beat? Lenovo PCs are built for creators, dreamers, and fans who don't hit pause. Visit Lenovo.com for the latest in AI PCs and game-changing tech.
The JB and Sandy Show podcast. Stream it on the iHeartRadio app.
An accident causing some minor delays on Wells Branch Parkway near Thermal Drive at Owen Tech Boulevard. Construction work blocks off the right lane for drivers on 183 northbound between Highway 130 and FM 1185. There's some stop-and-go traffic on I-35 northbound between Onion Creek Parkway and William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can now keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting Sabertooth Zip Ride or Pan for Gemstones. Take the Wild Cave Tour or the Hidden Passages Tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
It's almost time for kickoff.
Breaks a tackle 30, turns down the sidelines. Say goodnight to this one. Touchdown, Texas.
Listen to every play, every touchdown, every win on 1300 The Zone.
Intercepted. Kicked off. Intercepted. This ball game is over.
Today's countdown is
26 days.
Presented by Bud Light.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in focus and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis. CordellCordell.com.
If you're exhausted with your online job search, then turn to the pros. Express Employment Professionals. Your local Express office is your one connection to endless job opportunities. With just one application, they can help you find a job across dozens of openings. And as always, job seekers never pay a fee. Visit expresspros.com with more than 870 locations. There's an office nearby to help you. Find a location, go to expresspros.com. Whether you're looking for contract work or a full-time position, let Express help.
You want to see basketball played the way it's supposed to be? Tune in to Ice Cube's Big Three this summer. Watch stars like Dwight Howard, Kemba Walker, Joe Johnson, Michael Beasley, and many more, along with Hall of Fame coaches. Experience the fast pace and physical play and fun action that defines the game. You know what it is. It's the Big Three. Catch the best professional 3-on-3 players in the world live every weekend on CBS and Vice.
Shop simple. It doesn't get any easier. You're looking for a new Ford. You don't have time to spend hours at the dealership. So Truck City Ford in Buda has made it simple. Go online. Pick yours at truckcityford.com. We can bring it to you for a home test drive. Once you determine it's perfect, you can arrange financing, value your trade, and sign all your paperwork digitally. Then simply tell us where and when you want to take delivery. Leif Johnson's Truck City Ford in Buda has made buying a new Ford simple.
It's Bud Light's countdown to kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
26 days, and we are your home for Texas football. Make sure you download that free iHeartRadio app, reset it, and you can listen to all the games right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 Zone, or you can listen to it on the iHeartRadio app. Right now, I want to get into the NFL because there's so much to break down, and as these things start to happen, you start to believe that Mark, you've talked about getting statues. You talked about all these different things that you wanted to achieve in your life. Well, this past weekend, some guys got their gold jackets and were enshrined into the college football, the NFL Hall of Fame. Jared Allen, Sterling Sharp, Eric Allen, and Antonio Gates were all enshrined this weekend. Sterling Sharp was the one that got a little emotional for me just because as we were growing up, we knew how good Sterling Sharp was. We knew that Sterling Sharp should have been a Hall of Famer. If it wasn't for his neck injury, there's no doubt that Sterling Sharp's name would have been listed as one of the all-time greats. The way that he ran, the physicality. I believe that you even called him Deebo Samuel, if I'm not mistaken.
Deebo Samuel before Deebo Samuel. He could play running back, H-back, wide receiver, X.
He could play anything. He did
play
it all.
Position you needed him to.
And
He was a football player.
Yeah, he showed up every single day and continued to play well. I really enjoyed the fact of Antonio Gates going into the Football Hall of Fame and what he said about Phillip Rivers, because without Phillip Rivers, his numbers would have been different. And then you start to think about all the different types of ways that he became the player that he was, because he was a basketball player and he came into the NFL and took it by storm. Just athletically, he was unbelievable. So it was great to hear from all those guys. And as I said, the Sterling Sharp to Shannon Sharp conversation was outstanding, and how he wanted to do everything for him, be the role model, be the strong person, be the man of the house for him. And what they were able to achieve was something that was outstanding. But I wanted to bring up these names for the possibility of going into the college. Why do I keep going to college?
Because we're in we're talking college football.
We've been talking a lot of college football. The first-time eligible players for the 2026 Hall of Fame. And would you believe that these guys are
not already in?
No, these are the first time that they are eligible.
Okay.
So these are guys that have waited their time. Now they're up for it. And can they be first ballot Hall of Famers?
All right, let me hear it.
Mike Pouncey.
Yes.
Sean Lee.
No.
Todd Gurley.
No.
Des Bryant.
Yes.
Ooh. Greg Olson.
No.
Ooh. Thomas Davis.
No.
Okay, wait.
I
So
can
you're
tell
saying
you why if you want to know why.
So you're saying they're not first ballot Hall
They're
of Famers?
not first.
Okay, all right. But do you think that they can be Hall of Famers?
They can still be Hall of
Okay.
Famers. They're just not first ballot.
All right, I got 4 names for you that I know for sure will be Hall of Famers immediately. Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Drew Brees.
Yes.
Phillip Rivers.
Yes.
Jason Witten.
Of course, yes.
Frank Gore.
Yes.
Why
you look
Frank
at
Gore?
his numbers. Gore's numbers were
Longevity-wise, though, that might be why.
But he rushed for 1,000 yards like I forgot how many times in a row. Like 11 something times in a row.
Okay. Julian Edelman.
Yes. Not first ballot.
Whoa,
but
Well, that's why I'm like,
whoa.
I don't see
he won't
him.
make the Hall. He'll make the Hall of Fame.
I'm
but
not even
it won't
sure
be
on-
a first ballot guy.
I'm not even sure on Hall of
It's
Fame
going
for
to be.
Edelman.
So you mean to tell me that it's okay for Eli to get 2 Super Bowls and he can get in, but you mean Edelman can't get in? He got 3
Here's the
Super
key-
Bowls?
Here's the key
No,
fact.
it ain't about Super Bowls on that one.
But with Eli, it is.
I'm talking about for Edelman.
For Edelman, it's not. But for Eli, the reason why is
No, Edelman won 4.
But here's the thing. Are you going to put Edelman in over some of the greatest wide receivers that we've seen play? You see how long it just took Sterling Sharp to get in?
Yeah, you might be right.
You gotta remember back in the days.
I'm looking at it from a Super Bowl standpoint. A guy with 4 Super Bowls, it's hard for me to say no.
You got to remember back in the days, Art Monk took forever to get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that's true too.
Yeah. So
don't mention no more Redskins.
Hey,
part 2 of my killing spree gonna start.
Commanders.
No, he was a
I
Redskin.
know he was. I know he was.
His mama call him a Redskin, so I'm gonna call him a Redskin.
How about Shady McCoy?
Not first ballot. He had some good years, but he was never the guy. You gotta
Marquise
be the guy.
Pouncey, the Pouncey boys. You think they both are going to get in?
I don't know if both of them gonna get in. Marquise, he was a multiple time Pro Bowler, like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, this is an interesting class.
It's gonna be
for me.
hard. That's a hard
Because that's a
class.
lot of people.
But Larry Fitzgerald,
yes.
Drew Brees,
yes.
Come on, like tomorrow.
Jason Witten,
multiple Super Bowls.
Jason ain't getting no Super
Well, no
Bowls.
Super Bowls, but
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
all pros.
Yeah.
Like, were you the number one?
I was going to say, we still waiting. Jason's still waiting for
It's
them.
like, did he play for somebody else?
Did he? Who did he play for?
Remember, he left and came back and still didn't get to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Des Bryant is an interesting one for me because he too put up good numbers, but I don't think
He was all pro before.
but I don't think he's going to be I guess my whole point of this is it should be who will be your first ballot Hall of Famers, and I would say Larry Fitzgerald.
Am I
Drew Brees.
thinking with my heart?
You are.
I think I'm
Because
thinking
there
with
were
my
some
heart,
of them
guys.
that you were like, yeah, no. I'm like, wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Especially at the wide receiver position.
Yeah, I might have to- I
They
might
make
have
it
to-
real tough for certain receivers to get in on first.
Yeah, I'm
ballot.
gonna go back on that with Dez.
Yeah.
Not first ballot. I mean, if he gets in, it's not gonna be.
If he gets in after some of these, like Drew Pearson had to wait as long
for
as
20 years.
Exactly. If he has to wait like that,
But Dez was better than Drew Pearson. And that's saying a lot because Drew Pearson was one of my favorite receivers growing up.
yeah, everybody had the 88
It's
jersey.
hard. It's hard, man.
Yeah.
He set the trend for the 88.
So this list of possible Hall of Famers, I'm looking at it and I'm just
So
like, there's
the
only
CD Lamb get in?
he still got a lot of work to do.
I know.
He still got a lot of work.
But he's
he
a
got a
88.
lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. I'm gonna go with Larry Fitzgerald, Drew Brees.
Phillip Rivers.
I don't think he'll be first time though. I don't think he'll be first time.
You don't think I'm going to get in first ballot Hall of Fame?
I don't think so. I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
He'll get in, though?
He'll be first time. He will be if we had a Hall of Fame for the trash talk with no cussing. He would be
number one.
He would be a first. He would be. We wouldn't even have to vote. He just walk
said
on
stuff
in.
that sound like a little kid. You're a stinky doo-doo.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. But like I said, his Antonio Gates got in because of Phillip Rivers.
No, he did not. That dude was Travis Kelce before Travis Kelce.
But who was throwing him the ball? Who was throwing him the ball?
He had Phillip Rivers throwing him the ball.
That's my point.
If he had played for any team, their quarterback would have looked better. Gates was 280 pounds playing like he was 240. And if you went for his legs, he used to do what I call a step out. He just like pick his knees up and step out of a tackle and go for yards. Go back and look at the highlights.
Oh, I did. Oh,
Gates was a monster.
Remember, as a former champion of fantasy football.
Oh, here we go.
Phillip Rivers.
Don't be bringing up old stuff.
Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates.
And I just so you know, I'm coming out of retirement. I said I was never going to play again. I'm going to go ahead and play again this year. This is the last year I'm playing. If I don't win, I ain't gonna
Speaking of Phillip Rivers, this dude coming out of retirement like Phillip Rivers. Are you going to go Jordan 23 or 45? Which one are you doing? When we come back, when we come back, we got the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
The JB and Sandy Show podcast. Stream it on the iHeartRadio app.
A crash involving an 18-wheeler has the right shoulder blocked off on I-35 southbound at Hester's Crossing. Speeds are kind of slow throughout the area. There's also delays being caused by an accident on Highway 71 at Vale Divide, but some good news on Wells Branch Parkway. The earlier crash at Owen Tech has cleared. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Is credit card debt ruining your life? Did you know you have a right to settle that debt for much less than you owe? DebtBlue has helped people just like you resolve millions of dollars of high-interest credit card debt. They can help with payment relief, the burden of rising inflation, and have a large portion of your debt wiped clean. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, a free 10-minute phone call could save you thousands. Discover how to reduce or completely resolve your credit card debt. In fact, we're so sure that we can reduce your debt that we offer the DebtBlue Success Guarantee. We don't get paid unless your debt gets reduced or resolved, so there's absolutely no risk to call. For your free debt resolution plan, call 800-200-0788. That's 800-200-0788. The call is free. The consultation is free. The more you owe, the more you can save. Call now, 800-200-0788. 800-200-0788.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Juice box. I'm a mom.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check. Oh, hot sauce. Take it.
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins, a balloon. Wait one sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line, $100 per month on Experience Beyond. Finance agreement $829.99 and qualifying ported. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay off via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it to keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How did you get 30, 30, bit you get 30, bit you get 20, 20, 20, bit you get 20, 20, bit you get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Your car steering wheel could be a ticking time bomb. At least 24 people have died and many more injured because their airbags fired shrapnel at them upon inflating. Tens of millions of cars have been recalled. If you suffered cuts that required stitches, hearing or vision loss, or broken bones, please contact us today. You could be owed money for medical bills and other damages.
Morgan & Morgan. Visit us at badairbags.com for an office near you. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, partly cloudy for your Monday. Could see a stray shower or storm, a high of 92. Tonight's low 74. Tuesday, mostly sunny, a high in the upper 90s.
This report is sponsored by Audible. Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. Fall for a brooding duke. Dive into a steamy romantasy series from Sarah J. Maas, or find the perfect rom-com from Lily Chu. Start listening free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
Get into summer with iHeart 80s. Rewind to a decade in music that defined a generation. From Madonna to Michael. And more. iHeart 80s. iHeart 80s goes commercial free this weekend and every weekend. Open the free iHeart app, search iHeart 80s, and make it your next preset.
iHeart Radio. Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. The Longhorns live here.
And you know what I do? I come back from vacation to be a part of this WWE Hall of Famer in the world's strongest team right here, bringing you his world's strongest tape. Take it away, Hard. You know what time it is? It's time for the world's strongest tape by the world's Marcus. Back then, they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They all on. Guys, it's no secret that I do a wrestling show, another show. Hey, whoa. And we're not going to talk about that. Wait a minute. Why is this not? We having technical difficulties.
We are. Sorry.
I'm just glad that it was that's coming off your computer and not something else.
Something's wrong with my computer, folks. I'm sorry.
Sorry. That was so awesome. Guys, Hardge act like he never makes mistakes. And that was so
I don't
good
act
for
like
me.
that.
So good for me.
I don't act like that.
I can take this with me. Lord, you can take me now. I'm ready. Anyway,
my bad,
guys. I don't talk about wrestling, but I feel compelled to talk about wrestling today. I was just at SummerSlam. The entire week I was out there. It was awesome. But a show called Unreal came out. I call it unscripted.
Yeah, you did.
Because it's basically telling the inner workings of how you make the cake, how we put everything together in wrestling. Not a fan of it. First off. Secondly, one of my things came to fruition, and that is, I said the only way that pro wrestling will ever have a category at the Oscars is if they came clean and said and showed how pro wrestling is made and how complicated and how skillful you actually have to be an elite.
Your memory has to be good. Your body has to have something different about it, and you have to be able to use that in your art. You have to be able to be a master of psychology. Tell good versus evil, fast versus slow, big versus small, the simple psychology. But then it gets complicated, which you see in the show. So if you have not went on Netflix and watched Unreal, I suggest you do so, because you'll have a reference point of what I'm talking about. This is the time that now the Mark Henry retirement speech that transcended wrestling would get an Oscar. And that is what my take is now you can go ahead and mark it on the calendar. There will be a time now when a pro wrestler receives and best supporting role, best actor, best storyline, yada, yada, yada. Every category, they'll have that in wrestling. Hardge, what say you?
I've seen Unreal. I watched it during my vacation, and I enjoyed it because as a wrestling fan, I too wanted to learn a little bit more. I didn't need to know it all though. And that's the one thing that I always
They went too far in a couple of ways.
I agree with that 100% because there's still the little kid that is out there that is losing his mind when John Cena turns into a bad guy.
I had to do it with Jacob.
That's what I'm saying. Like I remember
11, 12 years old. I was like, hey man, stop crying.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm going to win. I know when I'm going to lose.
Right.
He went, what?
Exactly.
And it broke his heart.
How could you do that to your son?
I told him Santa Claus wasn't real.
Why do you jump?
Well, that's different.
Mute this, mute this, mute this, mute this. There are kids that are listening to our show. So remember that.
I'm a killjoy is what I am. But I'm a realist, man.
I understand that, but there's still that element of surprise. We know, like you said, I've seen before, back in the day, before the internet became what it was, where they would say, this person's going to win, this person's going to lose. I've seen that. But I still want to see the drama of the show. I know that the black guy is going to get killed in the first scene of a movie, of a horror movie. But I still want to see who the brother was. I still want.
If it was real, there would be no black people in horror movies because they would never put themselves
gotta go
in that space. Hey man, it's dark out here.
Why are we still here?
Why are we here?
Yeah.
Investigate.
I'm not going over there.
When I run, we run. So,
what's that line that Cedric Entertainer said? Where we all running from?
It don't matter. We run it. But yeah, I still am that little kid sometimes that I want to watch the story and not know how it was made. I just want to be able to.
But that's why they call it suspended belief. Like I go into you told me, oh man, Fantastic Four was good. And I was like, I'm going tonight. But that's the same thing with wrestling. I don't care that it's a movie. I know it's a movie. I want to be put in man, you remember War of the Worlds?
Yep.
It was a remake of the original War of the Worlds, but Tom Cruise did that movie. At one point, I was watching the movie and I thought to myself, damn, what are we going to do? like I was going to leave the movie theater and there were going to be big aliens outside.
Right.
You know, and that's what you want. That's what wrestling does. And great wrestlers do it better than everybody else. So I'm not worried about the business suffering. I think the business is going to get better because, like I said, in order for you to get an Oscar, then you have to create and show the legitimate way of work and body of work. And that's what they're doing now. So maybe for all those fans out there that, you know, that love wrestling and want wrestling to get the awards at the major entertainment, Here it comes.
And I think it's key that they can show that they can still get us. I got a buddy of mine Saturday night called me mad because what happened during the main event Saturday night, because they showed that they
Saturday night or
Saturday night.
Okay.
When, I don't know. When the cash in happened.
Right.
He was angry because he didn't see it coming.
You see Brock Lesnar came back last night?
I saw it. I saw that too.
Hey, man. Spoiler alert.
No, the pay-per-view is over.
It don't matter. Some people might have recorded it.
Hey, guess what, guys? Spoiler alert. Brock Lesnar comes back.
Oh, my goodness.
First you tell them that Santa ain't real.
Come on. I'm like, man, then you say it again? Like, what is going on? I don't understand. But another great take by the world's strongest man.
Though. I mean, I got $5 one time. Money makes it better.
We'll come back and close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick. Major League Baseball had some huge trades, and there was a list that was just released that had one of our guys on it once again. We'll talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
The Craig Way Show, weekdays at 2.
The JB and Sandy Show podcast. Stream it on the iHeartRadio app.
The left lane is blocked off by a crash on Mopac southbound at Spicewood Springs Road. We have first responders on scene of an accident blocking off the right shoulder, I-35 southbound at Hester's Crossing. And you'll find a stalled vehicle blocking off the left turn lane on the service road of I-35 northbound at McNeil. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Get a quote today in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Hey, it's JB and Sandy for our friends at Koala Cooling. By all Texas standards, this summer has been pretty mild, but that doesn't mean it couldn't change in a heartbeat and be hot for a long time. So you want to make sure that your AC unit is ready to go. Call Koala Cooling and get your AC qualified. Call 512-759-8800 or go to koalacooling.com. Got a plumbing issue? They can take care of that too. JB, you recently had them out to your house.
I did. I just had Chris, one of their technicians from Koala Plumbing, come out. I had a external faucet that was stuck, and I was afraid I was going to break it. I have an old house. And before he got here, I got this nice text telling me about Chris, the technician that's showing up, a little bit about him, a little bit of his, that he's a dog lover and an avid gamer. So when he showed up, I'm like, hey, Chris, how are you? Did a great job.
Go to koalacooling.com or call 512-759-8800.
The last thing anyone wants is to leave behind confusion, stress, or worse, family conflict. That's why estate planning isn't just for the wealthy. It's for families like mine, and probably like yours. With Trust and Will, I created my estate plan in minutes, from naming guardians for my kids to putting our house in a trust to avoid probate. Fast, affordable, and way easier than I thought. Every plan is designed by estate planning attorneys and customized for your state. Plans start at just $199 and include essentials like healthcare directives and power of attorney. With Trust and Will's bank-level security and built-in privacy protections, your personal information and your wishes stay safe. Whether you're newly married, raising kids, caring for aging parents, or just want peace of mind, Trust and Will makes it easy to protect what matters most. Go to trustandwill.com, use code RADIO at checkout, and save 20% on your personalized plan. Because there's no better time to protect the people you love. Trust and Will is an online estate planning service. See website for details.
The Stuff You Should Know guys have made their own summer playlist of their must-listen podcasts on movies.
It's me, Josh, and I'd like to welcome you to the Stuff You Should Know Summer Movie Playlist. What screams summer more than a nice, darkened, air-conditioned theater and a great movie playing right in front of you?
Episodes on James Bond, special effects, stuntmen and women, disaster films, even movies that change filmmaking, and many more. Find the Stuff You Should Know Summer Movie Playlist now on the free iHeartRadio app. Open the app, search Stuff,
and start listening now.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
Looking for top quality permanent fencing for your home or business? Look no further than Viking Fence. With over 50 years of experience in Central Texas, Viking Fence delivers craftsmanship you can trust. Whether you need wood, iron, or a custom solution, Viking has the perfect fence to fit your needs. What sets Viking Fence apart? They source the finest quality Western red cedar lumber direct from the mill, the most durable and attractive fence material available. Plus, they offer 3 grades of fence pickets to meet every budget. So whether you want Viking to install your fence or you're taking on the project yourself, call Viking Fence today. They pride themselves on excellent work, outstanding service, and an honest reputation. Call 512-601-8911 for a free estimate. That's 512-601-8911. Or visit VikingFence.com/radio. That's VikingFence.com/radio for your free estimate today. When you think fence, think Viking.
Hey y'all, this is Jason Aldean. You know I'm all about supporting what matters to us, our families, our freedoms, and our country. That's why I made the switch to Patriot Mobile, America's only Christian conservative wireless provider. With Patriot Mobile, you're getting top quality service on the same great networks, and every bill helps support our veterans and defend our freedoms. It's time to put your dollars where it counts. Join me in switching to Patriot Mobile today. Go to patriotmobile.com/Aldean or call 972-PATRIOT today.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
If you missed any part of the show, all you got to do is get over to that new and improved iHeartRadio app. That's always free, by the way. Get over to the podcast page, type in the morning kickoff, and that way you can catch up on all of the latest this week. Obviously, we're going to get back into it. We'll have Joe Cook on Tuesday talking all things Texas Longhorns, and, of course, Danny Davis and Eric Henry. Thank you, Eric Henry, for sitting in for me, holding it down, and kind of helping the show go along, because my boy Mark, QB1, he had to be QB1 because the boy was gone. And continue to on the team on his He did. Now he's back in the game. But I wanted to get into this conversation because some news came out just a moment ago. Bruce Feldman had put on his top freak list some of the freakiest players in college football, and he number 17 he put out there the one and only Trevor Goosby. Trevor Goosby is someone that we've been talking about all week. Today's Monday, so we started it at the week. We talked about him and what he does for this football team and how he is going to be one of the guys that are going to be counted on to protect Arch Manning and his blind side. And Bruce Feldman has wrote that on his column as well. So you start to look at this team and the ability to continue to grow. Here's what number 17, Trevor Goosby, Texas offensive tackle. This is by Bruce Feldman. He said, once ranked as the 34th best offensive tackle prospect in the 2023 recruiting class, Goosby has proven to be a terrific evaluation. As a redshirt freshman last year, he started 2 games, one at left tackle and the other one at right tackle. He had an 80.8 pass blocking grade for the season, which was higher than Cam Williams, the Texas starter at right tackle, although the freshman had much smaller sample size. At 6'7" and a quarter, 6'7" and a quarter at 311 pounds, Goosby clocked a flying 10-yard sprint of 1.44 seconds, grading at an extremely high level in terms of his acceleration and as an offensive lineman. He had a max speed. Here you go. of 20 miles per hour this offseason, which is almost as impressive. And, of course, you've seen the video of him doing the 360 dunk, and he bench pressed 365 and jumped the highest of the O-line. So this is an absolute freak athlete. This is somebody that we expect big things from. Texas is expecting big things from. And, of course, this young man is expecting big things from himself.
You hear what you said? Young man.
Yeah.
He is not fully developed adult yet. Like at 21, you got to look at the at the development.
Yep.
Where are they going to go? Can they get better? Can they improve? Or are they maxed out? You know, like that's I see him as being somebody that'll be a top 10 pick.
Yeah, he is definitely somebody to pay attention to. And, of course, this is a guy that will be protecting the blind side of Arch Manning. And I finally pushed my chips to the table, as they love to say, in the fact that I look at Arch Manning. Yeah, my kinfolk. I look at what Arch Manning has been doing during this part of training camp. I also looked at the ability for a player that has been in a system for 3 seasons. This will be his 3rd season in the system of where he's dealt with Coach Sark and the play calling and understanding the nuances of a Sark offense. I also asked the question, do you think this is a part of where Sark is going to really, really open up his playbook because of the types of throws that one Arch Manning will be able to do?
I do 100%. You know, Quinn was a great touch and a great leader of men, but Arch has that extra quality. He's got that superpower that not only can't say just Quinn, but he's got one of those Cam Newton, Josh Allen arms.
Right.
Where there's guys in the NFL that'll go, wow, that kid can really hum it. So, yeah, I see him doing big things. And the Hail Mary is the last play in the playbook that you really want to use. But think about him. Like, he can throw it 70 yards in the air.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't many people can do that.
Yeah, he's a little bit different, and that's why I've said for myself, I still temper a little bit of the expectations just because we know that being a
Join
starter
us out here on the ledge, Hardge. Come on out here on the ledge with everybody. Hey, we all out here. Like everybody say, Hardge, come over.
Hey man, don't
Hardge,
be trying to
come over.
Don't be trying to put me in the same category where we all got a call. So come on over here.
Everybody come out. They called us.
No, they called you. They called you. They didn't catch us. But yeah, I look at this football team and I can't wait to hear from Coach Sark tomorrow and really dive into the fact that we're getting closer and closer, 26 days away from the start of the season. Bud Light countdown to kickoff, 26 days away from. We play football at the end of this month, bro. We play football at the end of the month.
26 at Texas.
I say you got Johnny Lamb Jones.
Johnny Lamb Jones.
Johnny Lamb Jones.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, I said Trey Wisner from last year because of what he was able to do coming out of the woodworks. And I remember at the very first press conference last year, Coach Sark was asked, tell us about who's been standing out. And one of the first names that come out of his mouth was Trey Wisner. And I remembered that because of the fact that you start to look, he was a special teamer. He was a guy that was a gunner on the punt team. And now he's getting the love that he deserved in those particular moments. And you start to understand that, hey, when he says these guys are making plays, these guys are making plays and names to watch.
Hey, that's a good point too. All you guys that play football and you think that you're too good for special teams, like the best way to get on the field is to play special teams.
Give yourself an opportunity to get out on the field to show people that you're serious about being good at what you do. Yeah. Remember, Rob Babers used to always say there's people that are here for football and there's people here for 6th Street. You just don't want to be on the football team. You want to be a part of the football team. Glad to be back. We're going to continue these conversations. We got a lot more for you. Tomorrow, Texas Tuesday edition, we'll continue to talk about the Texas Longhorns as we will be 25 days away from the start of the season. We'll give out some superlatives, and we'll also talk to Joe Cook of Inside Texas. For Marcus, for my guy Mark Henry, I'm Hardball Hardge. And don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar.
Oh, that's how that goes.
That's how that go, Mark. Just thought I'd remind you. Peace.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults